Welcome into another episode of Outside Shots. Oh man, so many fingers to point around. I'm Saul Bookman. That's Jump Shot 8, Mr. Eddie Johnson. EJ, how was Summer League? I don't know why I said Summer League. Summer League. How was Summer League?
What's Gummer League?
I don't know.
That's some strange stuff.
Gummer League. I don't know.
I mean, you've been at it already this morning.
Yes, there must have been some sauce in my coffee. I don't know.
Gummy League? That's what you that's what you
Gummy
thinking
League
about?
would go so hard.
I mean,
give everybody 100 migs and hopefully they can make a basket.
That's what we're doing in the rec league.
I had a good time at Summer League. You know, Vegas, I can only take so much.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got out of there. I was there for, 6 days? Damn. 5 or 6 days. But had a great time. I went to see Sid the Entertainer.
I saw that.
Love and Laugh. That's his show in Vegas.
With Tony
People
Braxton,
need to go
right?
check that out. Tony Braxton. It's like a little variety show. They go back and forth.
Okay.
Sid is a good friend. Interviewed him on Sirius XM NBA Radio as well. You can check that out on Instagram or whatever, Twitter. But yeah, had a good time. And then I went to the Sphere.
The Sphere?
The Sphere? Yeah, I always have a
You
hard
went to
time.
the Sphere?
Man, I have a hard time pronouncing it. I'm not gonna lie. Some words, THs for me or something like that, I have a difficult time. That's okay. If it ain't nothing wrong with you, something wrong with you, Saul. And there's definitely something wrong with you.
Look at
inside
you manipulating the conversation to make it look bad on me when you were the one that messed up.
Inside that big ball, man, that thing, man, make you a little discombobulated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why?
So I went in there and they had this documentary in there. It's called Rare Earth. Mm-hmm. And it just shows you, how the earth was formed and the evolution of it and all of that. And, you're sitting there and, you haven't been in there, but you walk in and you just go straight up.
Okay.
And so then the whole ball turns into a huge screen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're immersed into this. It's pretty fascinating. The documentary was a scale of 1 to 10. I think it's a 6. Could have been better. I've seen better on National Geographic for $143 each for a 45-minute viewing is a straight ripoff.
Damn.
But it's worth it. It's worth going in to see it because they are concerts of $300, $400, $500.
Oh, I know.
So yeah, if you want to just go cheap, check it out. Go pay the $143 and immerse yourself in Rare Earth.
Well, there you go. I mean, yeah, Vegas is just, like after about day 3 in Vegas, you start, questioning like what life is really all about and where are you going in life? And it's just not good because it's just, oh man, Vegas is too much after 3 days. So 6 days is a lot, but you're back. So that's good. And I don't know. Yeah, I guess you missed a lot of drama last week. I'll tell you what, I will say this. I miss being on the Sun show. I miss the people I got to work with and stuff like that. However, man, if I picked a good time to just kind of lay back a little bit on Sun's Twitter and not be a part of it as much, I couldn't have picked a better year because my God, every single time I get on, people are fighting with each other and just going crazy at each other. And there's so much drama. And listen, we're going to start here because, I know everybody talked about it last week, but we didn't get a chance. So here we go. Bradley Beal leaves. Kevin Durant's been gone. And Bradley Beal tweets out a series of pictures and then he throws up the deuces. And a lot of people were really, really salty about it because they felt like he was trolling them again. And just, okay, that's that. Other NBA stars around also chimed in. Kevin Durant chimed in with a laughing emoji, I believe. And And so then it all became like the blame game, and Bradley. Listen, we already know how the Suns fan base feels about Bradley Beal, fair or not a fan favorite. They feel like obviously overpaid, underdelivered, and that's where we'll start right now. Where it's just, man, does it ever stop? Does it ever stop? I feel like it's been so bad the last 3 years, not just fans. I mean, I feel like, the media has been equally as bad in terms of how they've framed things and their perspective on certain things. Like, players have, we've seen Kevin Durant go back and forth. And sometimes I'm like, Kevin, you don't need to do that. And then there's other times I'm like, good for sticking up for yourself. Like, whew, my gosh, it's exhausting.
Yeah, it's been a long couple of years, right? Of frustration. I get it. I mean, I'm a fan. I'm a diehard Cub fan. We lost to the Red Sox yesterday. I was ticked off, okay? Even though we had beaten them 2 in a row. I mean, you just get like that. You start blaming. You start fingering somebody and say, oh, it's because of that person. With the Cubs, it's the relievers. I mean, all that stuff, right? As you've been doing with the Diamondbacks, because they've been up and down. So, as you're going to do with the Cardinals this fall, because you're watching my Bears. But, as a fan, you're going to always struggle, right, with the emotion of it. But you know what drives the struggle for fans? Is the media.
Please explain, EJ.
It's the media. The media drives it because they're reading, they're listening, and then what they do is they get emotions from it. I understand it. We're closer to the situation. They feel like we're the vessel to bring them what's going on, and we can raise their emotions by things that we say. And Suns media, for the first time, seriously, since I've been in the Valley, was at its worst in regards to the description of what was going on, especially involving Bradley Beal. And I think the fans kind of jumped on that, and they just, they were irate about it. I don't think what Bradley Beal did the other day, he said peace. Okay, he didn't say war. He could have came out and said something, right? Mm-hmm. He said peace. So how are you going to take a negative from him saying peace out? If that's the one thing Bradley Beal has done, he hasn't lashed out. Oh, he could have. Oh, let me tell you something. I would have, based on how he was treated, because of his failures, and he had some failures. He couldn't stay healthy. And I think that's the only failure he had to me. Other than that, statistically, the dude proved himself could still play. He just couldn't stay on the court. So, he could have been a little bit more irate and said something. And maybe he will. Who knows? But I don't think he will. I think he showed that all year by biting his tongue. And he just said, peace out. I mean, why people mad? Because he said, peace out. Peace and love.
Well, listen, they want the people to leave here just absolute upset. They wanted to see frowns. They want them to be in a worse place than they were before. Like that's how people, I think, just genuinely are most of the time. Like they want to know that you're not leaving to go to a better situation. And so in that post by Bradley Beal, he's in smiles and he's got the 2 fingers up and I think that's what irritated a lot of people. Now, I'm not saying that that's right. Like I saw Bradley's Beal tweet and I didn't think 2 cents about it. I just moved on and I was like, whatever. I didn't touch it, didn't like it, didn't retweet it, nothing. Because I was just like, all right, this is a post, whatever. But man, I was kind of surprised to see like how many people were just so mad. Like we had people talking about that post was not only trolling the Suns fans, but he also trolled Suns fans with his play this year. And I just was like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking? Because everybody loves to get hung up. Like everybody likes to point to a specific situation to back their cause. And what I'm saying is like with like DA, right? DA, when 2 things kind of affected DA. One, the fact that he said he wanted to go to he wanted to get to a second contract because that's what he viewed as being successful. And then 2, him standing underneath the basket watching Jokic get 89,000 rebounds and then getting a putback. Like the second one, I totally get why people are upset because it just looked like DA just gave up. The first one, I'm like, it's a goal of his. Who cares? That doesn't mean that, that doesn't mean anything. But, we'll get into DA in a second. With Bradley Beal, it was just like, it just, I think people had an agenda against him. I think there's some people that just, they want to blame somebody. And Kevin Durant is not an easy person to blame, even though I've seen people out there that have tried to blame Kevin Durant for the failures of this franchise. But like, he's not an easy person to blame because Kevin Durant statistically did everything he possibly could to get the Suns to be a successful team, played in, as many games as you hope he could, did not have, injury problems or anything like that. I think it was a series of just bad events, and it started from day one, in giving so many assets up for a Kevin Durant, and it just kind of snowballed from there. I don't think it's just Brad, but there's a lot of people out there that just want to blame that and think that, that contract is really what held the Suns back, and all of a sudden, it's just not. There's so many other things that went into this. It was an organizational failure. That's where I've always looked at it. It wasn't one person. It was a multitude of different things, and now it's a fresh restart. And I'm kind of optimistic about the next phase of Suns basketball because I feel like, some wrongs have been righted.
The key word you said was organizational failure. And I had Matt Ishbia on my radio show this past week. You can go check it out on the NBA app. Download the NBA app, SiriusXM app, that is. I do both of them, but SiriusXM NBA app. And you will be able to listen to that interview. And so it was a great interview. And Matt was very open. He said, look, I made mistakes. I can't absolve myself from being blamed. So it is. When you win, it's an organization win. When you lose, you got to look at the entire organization. But what Suns fans did, and it's easy to do, I get it, you immediately look at the players. And you tend to want to criticize just the players at a high level, right? And I will say this to you. If you needed directions, and some people, certain people, some ethnicities, I'm not going to say the ethnicity, but I think, they give you directions. And they give you the most corny-ass directions you ever want to get. Like, hey, can I, you know where this place is? Yeah. Go down there and then go that way and go this way. That's not how you give directions. You go down, you turn right on that corner. It's a 7-Eleven on the corner, so that'll give you something. Give me directions. Don't just, I hate that when blasé people try to give directions, right? So my point here is where I'm going with this is,
Shade is losing it.
Bud has snuck away.
He has, man. He really
Bud
has
has snuck away. And I will tell you, so I think now you get what I'm saying. If you get the wrong directions, then you're not going to look good. You might get lost. Okay? So he can't escape it, man. Like his direction and how he handled it and standing up to players like you should as a coach and giving better directions and trusting in Tyus Jones to maybe run the team a little bit more. All those things. That made it look bad too. And that's what people need to understand. Like, I'm not letting Bud get away with it, man. I think Bud has had success as a coach. He'll probably get another job. Yeah. But to be quite honest, he struggled here. Much more than Vogel did. And that was disappointing because offensively, they kept running into each other like Keystone Cops. And, how could you have two guys average 26 points a game, right? Just think about that. Two players average 26. Then the one that everybody want to get on, Bradley Beal, averaged 17, shot 50%, shot almost 40 from three. Let's just give him 40, okay? About 85 from the line. Now, if I had told you that we'd have two guys, in Devin Booker and KD, average 26 a game, and then Bradley Beal, who adjusted to playing six-man, averaged 17 off the bench and shoot 50% and 40 from three, you would tell me they had a great record.
I would say that.
You would tell me that. But you know what happens? You can still get to where you're going. If you get bad directions, you'll figure it out. But you'll get there too damn late. And the Suns were always too late, especially in the fourth quarter when they went through that stretch where they was the worst team in the league in the fourth quarter. So they got the numbers, but they got them too late. And so a lot of that falls on Bud as well, man, and how he handled it. And, you know, he can't sneak away from this. I'm not going to allow it. You know, again, I have respect for him as a coach. Think he's had a tremendous career coaching. Has nothing to do with that. But I have a right to critique his ass just like he critiques players every day in practice, in the papers, everything. He can't get away. And I think Suns fans have kind of like just targeted one guy because of his contract. And like I said, not Bradley Beal's fault that his agent got him a no trade.
Do we have breaking news there, Shane?
Yeah, we do have breaking news.
Oh, breaking news.
From Shams. Chris Paul is signing with the Clippers.
Oh, Chris Paul signing with the Clippers. Wow. Okay, then.
Well, let's be honest.
Listen.
Let's be honest.
That's his best. Well, I don't know.
I don't know if that's his best. I think he's been good here. But let's just put it where it is. Because I played till I was 40 years old. And that's the part that, you know, people don't understand. And they got their own worries. That's why they don't get it. But trust me, man, I was away from my family a lot. Think about it. I came into the NBA at 22 years old. I played till I was 40. That's 18 years of me dragging my family around everywhere. Everywhere I went, right? And so, and then being away from them at times, getting traded, and then they're not able to come there because the kids were in school. So they weren't going to take them out of school, you know, so we had to leave them in school for that whole semester. And so what my point is like, that's the part that people don't understand, and they should. I mean, they move and change jobs. They should understand it. And so Chris Paul right now, and you can tell over the last few years, because he was going back to L.A. every chance he got, even when he played here. He'd get on a charter jet and go back to L.A. because he wasn't around his kids. And his kids had an age where as a dad, you need to be around your kids. And so I think that's what that's all about, man. I think a perfect world, Chris Paul probably would have signed here. But I think he wants to be home. He wants to get in his car and drive to a game. He wants his kids to see him play. He wants to be in their life. And so hats off to Chris Paul. I mean, I don't have any problem with that decision at all because I know how difficult it is. And I've had conversations with Chris, even when he was here. And you know, one time he kind of broke down. You know, he's like, man, I miss my family, you know? And so I get it. So congratulations. Again, the Clippers are stacked, man. That's all I got to say. I mean, I don't know. They're so snake bitten. Something's gonna happen though, right? But right now on paper, that's a stacked basketball team.
Gotta be afraid of James Harden and Chris Paul. In the year 2025.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But hey, props to Chris. He's going back to LA. I know that's where his home is, and you know, like you said, his kids are there. There's a comment right here that I kind of want to read. It says, "This just goes to show you how players feel about Phoenix. CP3 and Marcus Smart, they chose LA. That's not it at all. That's not it at all. I mean, listen, on the surface, LA is in better position to possibly win a championship than the Suns. Chris Paul has, a couple years left, max? Like, he's not trying to waste his time. And I'm not saying that coming here would have wasted his time, but to think that he was going to come here and get the same results of, like the first time he came around and take him to the finals with this team's probably not as realistic as you would hope it would be. So him taking LA, I don't think is a knock on, how players feel about Phoenix. I just think that's what they chose. That's what he chose because it was better for him personally.
It's a cycle too.
Yeah.
Right. Chris Paul now is back in a place where, even though he got to start in New Orleans, but he's back in a place where, there's a lot of expectations. Right. And I think he feels like, this could be an opportunity for him to give the Clippers something that he failed at. at one time.
Mhm.
You know, with Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan,
Mhm.
they had a tremendous team.
Yeah, they did.
They were highly thought of, but those two guys were young, and they fought Chris's leadership, and they talked about that, and I think that's what kind of cost them. So now he gets an opportunity to go back and see if he could, you know, go full cycle. And look, you know, LA, Phoenix, Miami, these are all destinations that players love, you know, especially as they get older, you know, because it's a great place to live, right? Kevin Durant loved living here in Phoenix. You know, I heard he's building a house here. So who knows? When he's done, he'd probably be living here. Bradley Beal loved Phoenix. He didn't want to leave. So, no, that's not true. Phoenix is a free agent destination, but you have to be winning. And that's all it is. So we'll get back on board and start to get the players that we're going to get. I don't think that's an issue.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. I did want to touch on Kevin Durant for a second too. You know, Kevin Durant also made a post last week, or I think maybe it was the week before too, just basically saying goodbye to Phoenix. And but you know, listen, Bradley Beal thing went down, and then our own Eric Ruby on PHNX Suns had a tweet about basically resetting. He said, "Man, I'm so glad Durant and Beal are off the Suns. If you told me 2 years ago I'd feel that way, I'd have laughed at you, but it's clear that keeping them was unsustainable for the culture. Never been more ready for a new era of basketball in Phoenix." Now, the inclination could be that, you know, that it was Kevin Durant's fault or Beal's fault or whatever, right? I think what Eric was basically saying is like, I'm glad that we're resetting, and I'm glad that we got off of these two guys, especially for their contracts, right? Well, that's not exactly how other people took it. Mainly Kevin Durant, because he responded with, "What culture is that?" And then Eric said, "To be honest, once I sent this, I realized you would respond, which kind of plays into my whole point. Enjoy your offseason of responding to people on Twitter. I wish nothing bad against you as a person. Hope you find whatever happiness you're looking for." To where Kevin Durant said, "Cut the shit, Eric. Most of y'all in Phoenix want me off the team because of the toxic experience it was online for you while you live tweeted games. KD stands got most of Phoenix pissed. It ain't about nothing but that, LOL." Now, I will say this. Kevin ain't wrong. Kevin ain't wrong on this because, yes, I'm glad that KD acknowledged the stands, because my God, I will not miss that part about Kevin Durant's tenure here. That was some truly, truly, truly just mind-numbing stuff. You have so many stands out there that are basically saying, like, if Kevin Durant doesn't shoot the ball every single time down the court, then this organization is a failure. And it's just like, well, that's not how basketball works. Sorry. But Eric's point about resetting and refreshing, I think is on point too. Like, I think everybody just needs a reset, and I'm happy that it's going to happen. I think Kevin Durant is a phenomenal player. But listen, I think when you look back at the Kevin Durant era, you're going to look back at it and say it did not meet the expectations that you hoped it would. I mean, it did not reach the Barkley level expectations. You know, Barkley came here, immediately they go to the finals. He had such a big impact. It was energetic. Like, you could tell that everything was different, right? Steve Nash's influence. You know, he comes here as a free agent from Dallas, and boom, the 7 seconds or less Suns are born, and they're one of the best teams in basketball for, you know, half a decade, if not more. You know, and then even Chris Paul. You know, Chris Paul comes here. He has such a dramatic impact on this team. They go to the finals. Kevin Durant didn't have that impact. He had the stats, but he didn't have the impact. They lost more games every single year, you know, during his time here. That's not a knock on Kevin Durant per se, but like, results do matter. And I know he's not the only one that's responsible for the results, but he was a part of that. And it is what it is. Like, you either accept it or you don't, but those are facts. But, you know, like, he's on, Beal's on, that big three era, if you want, like, is over. And I hope that we never experience anything like that again, because that was probably the more apathetic I've ever been about a basketball team ever. Yeah. I did not, at some point, I just was like, this team is just not fun to watch at all, and I don't really want to watch them.
Sometimes the mixture doesn't work.
Well,
right? The right concoction. It's just, you know, You know, man, when your mom and your grandma was cooking that food, and it's just, you know, all food don't taste the same, right? You go to some people's house and they, like my mom, I'm telling you, peach cobbler, mm, you get me? Like, you go to somebody else's house and they got peach cobbler, it's like, ugh, what the
Oh,
heck is in here,
I got a
right?
peach cobbler story for you.
Like my wife with her fried chicken, man. We used to cook that all the time. Kids were young. Oh, get the big biscuits with it. Oh, your little syrup on the side. Oh man. Then some people, you go over there and you eat their chicken, it tastes like wood. Right? So it was just a bad concoction. I think the guys were in the right place. I said earlier, look at the numbers that these three put up. But we still weren't able to get over the hump. Now, for me personally, again, and you know, we had this discussion last week, and we're not going to have that opportunity, so it really doesn't mean a ton. But I wish it could have been run back, but with a point guard that commanded respect. Now, if you take Chris Paul and put him with them three, freaking guarantee you we would have won with them three.
Oh, yeah. I think by a mile.
We would have won with those three. And that's what I just keep trying to tell people, man. Like the numbers they put up, that's how you win games. Like, it's the team with the most points. Okay? So if you had Chris Paul with that group, that might have been the biggest mistake, is letting Chris Paul go. Right? Somehow not trying to find a way to keep him and all the changes that we made. That's it. I'm telling you, that's just what this team missed, was that guard that can dribble the ball up, see KD over here, Devin over here, Brad trailing. And the best look is Grayson Allen. You get it? The best look is Grayson. An inexperienced point guard, right, like Tyus was, but he never got the chance. He's going to defer. He's not going to dare give it to Grayson. Who's he going to give it to? It's going to be a hierarchy. KD, Devin, Brad. And a lot of times when that happens, the play doesn't flow like it should. You know, so they didn't have that. And that frustrated me calling games and watching them because I could see it. But I just couldn't call guys out all the time. So that's part of the issue that we experienced. And so people need to understand that. Part of it, man, is stop blaming one individual player. It did not work. It's over. It's done with. Move on. The team is changing. We got good young players.
Yeah, we do.
You know, we got hope for the future. It's going to drag along. Probably going to have frustration. You got to be patient. But I kind of love it. You got a guy in Jalen Green who in Houston, people killed him because he didn't have a good playoff. And yeah, at times he has his foot on the gas pedal. But hold up. What would you rather have a player with his foot on the gas pedal or his foot on the brakes?
That's why I keep trying to tell people about Jalen Green.
Like, calm down. Like, you can slow a guy down, but it's hard to speed him up. We'll be talking about Deandre in a little bit. Okay? So, trust me on that. Like, it was like Cotton loved me playing for him because he knows that I was going to go full bore. But he also knew that he can slow me down. It's kind of funny. This morning I woke up at about 5 o'clock and I pulled up this game on YouTube. It was a game MJ had 59 against us as a Suns player. He had 59. They were up 18 in the first quarter. That was in 89-88, 89-90. We walked them down. Now, he put me in the game. It's funny, man. I'm laughing this morning. He put me in the game, and I'll tweet the game out so you all can see it. So he puts me in the game, and as soon as I got in, I shot the ball. Missed. I proceeded in the first quarter to miss like 4 of my first 5 shots. All right, before I hit a bucket, right? So I'm watching this game this morning, and I'm critiquing myself. I'm like, damn, stop shooting. Like, I'm telling myself that, right? Like, dang, Eddie, you still shooting? Man, you're not making nothing. And Jordan coming down, killing us. He got like 21 in the first quarter. We down like 18, right? And so if you're looking at that game, you're like, oh, they're going to get blown out by 30.
Was this at Veterans?
Yeah, this is in Chicago.
Okay.
So I didn't stop shooting. Like, so the old me is looking at that like, damn, would you stop shooting? Don't shoot anymore, right? I'm like, but I kept shooting, started making. Cotton never took me out of the game, played me the entire second half, even though I was like 3 for 12 in the first half, right? Wound up with 27 because I got hot. You get it? But he put the brakes on me. He started changing the plays, and doing this, and all of a sudden I got rhythm. That's what that's about. Like, it's just it's finding a way to gain rhythm. And as a team this year,
they couldn't.
Yeah, but Jalen Green, trust me when I say this, he's gonna have games this year where you all gonna think, damn, didn't I see MJ do something like that? Like, I'm serious. You're gonna see it. I'm not comparing him to MJ, okay? But he's going to do stuff that makes you say, it's only a few people that I've seen play basketball
that can do that
athletically can do what he just did.
I agree.
So enjoy the process is what I would say.
I agree. Smelly Garage Fluid earlier had made a comment and said that when Houston wins 60 games, it's going to make the Suns look, he says, when Houston wins 60 games, it's going to make the Suns look awful for losing with KD. I disagree completely because it's a completely different team than what he had here. You have so much young talent that is so defensive minded down there as well, that can do things at a variety of different levels. You have a center there that is dominant in Şengün. You have a lot of key pieces around him, and you have stability at head coach with Ime Udoka. He's been there for now. It'll be his 3rd season.
Who's not
Bud?
Gonna take anything.
Yes. Yeah. So, it's a completely different situation than what KD had here. KD had 3 different coaches in 3 different years. No stability whatsoever. No really viable young talent around him whatsoever, except for Devin Booker. Bradley Beal, obviously, we've talked about it, injured all the time, it felt like. Missed 32 games a season, basically. And there wasn't a lot of youth until this last season where they had Ryan Dunn and Oso, and you saw how the coach used those guys sporadically, and it was inconsistent. So, to find and single out one single player for the failures or the successes, either in here or in Houston, I don't think is completely on the point because you're missing the mark on everything else that goes into it. So if Houston wins, it's not just because KD is going to be averaging 27 points a game. It's because of all those other factors that play into it as well. Whereas here, that support system, that depth just wasn't where it needed to be. Okay, so again, like the KD era for me, I think it was fun at times. I think it was underwhelming because of the team success, not his own personal contributions. I think that the expectations were obviously very, very high, and they weren't met. And everybody felt disappointed. Everybody's reacting in different ways, and they're lashing out in different ways. And it is what it is. It's over. We move on, and you can move on after we talk about this. If you're on the go and you're moving on, you should move on and grab yourself a Circle K. As I saw the Brandon Bill stuff up there. Circle K, get yourself some gas. Get yourself hooked up with the Inner Circle app by saving yourself 25 cents a gallon on your first 5 fill-ups by downloading the Inner Circle app. If you have not already signed so today, EJ's doing that right now on his phone. And you can do so. You can do so by going to circlek.com/inner circle. You get hooked up on gas, you get hooked up on drinks, you get hooked up on snacks, you get hooked up the full barrage. You can even set up text message alerts so you don't miss those prime opportunities to get yourself the very best discounts in the Valley at any convenience store. So go download the Inner Circle app today. by going to CircleK.com. See show notes for more details. And while you're out and about, you want style, you want to look good, right? So get yourself some branded bills. Branded bills is one of the best hats you could buy. A variety of different fabrics, a variety of different sizes, and a variety of different looks. They are very bought into the U of A community, the ASU community, the Suns community. They have all types of merch for all three of those teams. And if you are a business out there and you want to get hooked up, you don't have an in-house designer, because I know a lot of small businesses don't. You can hit them up, and they will design merch for you. They will make it for you, so you can give it out to your employees, your partners, clients, whatever it is, and it always looks good. So style around, get yourself some branded bills on your head. Branded bills is going nationwide. We now have a partnership with them out in Chicago, out in Philly. Penn State's coming into the fold. It's pretty dope. So congrats to Branded Bills, locally owned and locally sourced. So check them out, brandedbills.com, and you can save yourself up to 15% by using promo code BBPHNX. That's BBPHNX to hook yourself up at brandedbills.com. Do so today.
Right quick, because I wanted to just throw this in with the KD thing. Udoka don't take any junk. Now, KD might disagree with me. I think this is probably the most confrontational coach he's ever had.
Ooh.
You think about it. KD in his younger years, he had Scott Brooks. He had young dudes that were coaches, right? Then he goes to Golden State. Steve Kerr's not a young guy, but Steve Kerr's not intimidating. Okay, so after that, you go to Brooklyn. Steve Nash, not intimidating, right? Okay, you come here to Phoenix, Monty the first year, but after that, not intimidating coaches. And Monty wasn't one of those in your face, throw some curse words at you kind of guy.
No.
Monty, I never curse. Never. When I tell you never, never. I don't know if Monty's ever cursed in his life.
He says freaking.
Seriously. Monty Williams is a tremendous dude. He's never cursed. So I don't think Vogel did. Wasn't confrontational. Bud wasn't confrontational. Udoka, this dude walked past me at the Summer League, man. I thought Hercules walked past me.
What?
Man, this dude's so big.
Is he really?
Man, I grabbed him too. I said, man, you don't be trying to intimidate me, man. He walked past all gruff like this. I said, man, don't be, what's up, Eddie? What's up? I said, don't be walking past me trying to intimidate me, dude. I got some stuff going on here too now, He started laughing, man. It's a big dude, man.
Really?
This dude been lifting cars. You think I'm kidding you, man? Wait till you see him.
Really?
I don't, I'm serious, man. This dude he trying to be a bodybuilder, man.
Doing that Mike Bibby workout,
man, dude, he make Mike Bibby look little.
What?
Yes.
Dude, Bibby is swole.
Yeah, but
man.
Udoka's 6'6" and has
No, you saw him.
Yeah.
This
he was rocked out, huh?
Yeah.
This dude is huge, man. And he look at you like he want to fight.
He does.
Trust me when I say
he's definitely got that resting.
Because there's some things that KD does, because as you get older, you still think you can do some things, right? And, and KD, I think he still feels like he's got 5 dribbles in him,
Mm-hmm.
And as you get older, guys can measure you and you don't.
Yeah.
KD, 3 dribbles, unguardable, but you got to catch it in your range then, right? Think you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You got to catch it in your range. And so he is so good off the ball, moving and all of that. And that's the part, man, I'm telling you, if I had a conversation with KD, I'd be like, KD, as you get older, man, just watch film of guys playing off the ball, man. Coming off screens, coming off picks, where you come off and you catch it, spin right into your jumper, knock it down. You're not exhausting any energy. It's that part that he kind of fights to grab onto to me, because he still believes he can face you and do this. And my point is, once upon a time, you could do it at a very high level. And you can still do it, but I think 2, 3 turnovers, 4 turnovers. Like that right there, a lot of it was off of this, And M.A. is not going to put up with that.
Mm.
Like he's not. He's not going to put up with the turnovers, man. And he's going to say something to him.
Oh, boy.
And I'm curious how KD's going to react to that. Because he's not going to fight.
No.
Dude, Hercules, man. So, I mean, he may look at you like, and that's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, boy.
That's what but you know what? That's why I think Houston's gonna win. I think they're the favorite in the West. I do. All due respect to Oklahoma City. I just think Houston has the antidote for Oklahoma City. They got size, man.
Yeah.
Them some big boys, man. I mean, that's to be the biggest team that Oklahoma City's ever faced. Think about it. They got 3. They got Steven Adams coming in for 8 minutes.
No, that's true.
Getting 8 offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
You got Capella who's going to guard the rim.
Yeah.
You got Şengün who offensively can just work you over. Then you got KD at 6'11". Then, you got the kid. What's the kid? The number 3 pick
Swift?
for them. You got
not Swift. Oh man, I went way back.
Yeah,
I was going to say Stromile Swift.
Yeah, I know that. You told them gummies.
The kid from LSU. I know who you're talking about.
Gummies. Is,
man,
but
I'm just struggling.
But they got Amen Thompson 6'8", 6'9". No.
Yeah.
So they to me are the team to beat in the West. And they got a tough-minded dude, too, in Van Fleet, who wouldn't hesitate.
Reed Shepherd?
Who's not going to hesitate getting into their face.
Eason.
Yeah, Eason. And no.
Reed Shepherd was
the high pick, 6'10".
Jabari Smith Jr.
Jabari Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, gotcha.
So, man, no. So, if KD buys into that, please. Houston, to me, is the team to beat. All due respect to Oklahoma City. All due respect to the Clippers. But I think those 3, and Denver's going to be good again.
Dude,
if Bruce Brown can be the Bruce Brown that they had, I know Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to do good, man, because he's got wide open jumpers and he's going to shoot tremendously well.
They got some wings, man. Cam Johnson too.
Yeah, and
Woo.
Cam. So
Cam.
I mean, it's going. The West has just gotten so much better, and
it was already good last year.
Yeah, and let's face it. I mean, I don't know how the Lakers are going to blend, but they're good. I mean, anytime you got LeBron and Luka on the same team, that's an issue.
I mean, you're burying the lead there.
Yeah.
Anytime you have Luka and DA on the same team, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but you know what? What would you bet though that Deandre has a good year?
Oh man, I'll say this. Man,
now, he's
really
15-10 for his career.
I know he is, but man, has he just fallen so short of expectations and the disappointment.
You think they're gonna put up with that? Do you honestly think Luka? Now here's the thing, because Chris Paul didn't put up with it, Devin didn't put up with it, and what did the Suns get? They got to the finals, and DA had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, lot. Denver series, right? Was that Denver series? No, that's the year later. Yeah. That's the year before.
Clipper series.
The Clipper series, okay? But even in the Denver series the year prior, remember? Yeah, he pretty much controlled Jokic. He gave Jokic problems.
He gave him problems.
He's the only center I've seen, other than Zubac, that gives Jokic problems.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, we saw that, right? But it was the reason why. Chris Paul was on his butt nonstop. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So my point is, Luka ain't gonna put up with that, even though somebody need to be on Luka's butt.
Yeah.
Right? But still, he's not gonna put up with it. LeBron's not gonna put up with it. JJ Redick's not gonna put up with it.
Well, I know JJ ain't gonna put up with it.
So he's got it coming from all areas, and it ain't like the nice curse words that Monty would throw out. Like, gosh darn it, man.
No, I know.
I mean, God darn it. No, I mean, I love Monty, but I'm just saying he's not cursing. JJ got about 8 or 9 curse words without a connector. I mean, I saw that dude curse one time last year. He didn't even connect. I was like, how did he do that? It sounded fluid. So, you know, that's what Deandre is going to face. And so I'm going to tell you all right now. I'm going to tell Suns fans, and I'm going to tell you.
Don't do it.
I'm telling you.
Don't do
based
it.
on the invite, I'm going to tell you right now. Seriously. 2 things. He's been humbled.
Has he?
Oh, he got cut. I mean, let me tell you something. He's #1 pick in the draft. Dude got cut. Look, the Portland Trailblazers looked him in his face, said, "We don't want you."
Yeah, I mean it's true.
I'm gonna tell you something. That's just like being married. For, a couple of your wife. You just come home, your wife packed up and gone. I mean, just gone. Like she didn't even say bye.
She didn't even say bye.
She didn't say bye. Left you a note. She said, that's what Portland did to DeAndre.
I left the lasagna in the freezer. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. That's what Portland did to DeAndre. Like, we tired of even trying to trade you. We waving you. Like that. Come on, man. That took him to the bottom. Without a doubt, it did. And I think because of that, dude's gonna have a hell of a year, man. Because he's got all kind of entities pushing him. Mm-hmm. Even the Lakers alumni is going to push him. And I'm going to tell you who else is going to push him. Magic. Because you know why? Because who do you think is going to be involved in that team again?
So can I tell you a story about that real quick?
Yeah.
So I'm at the Pac-12 tournament when DA's playing for Arizona. And this is around the time the Magic was getting in trouble for tampering, right? Mm-hmm. So I see Magic, and truth be told, like, I wore 32 in high school because of Magic. Not because of the Lakers, but I just liked Magic. So I saw Magic, and I was like, well, this is my opportunity to finally meet the guy. So I ran in the back, and I met up with him, and then I asked him, what do you think about DA? He straight up looked at me and said, you ain't recording this, are you? Because I'm already in trouble with the league. I said, no, man, this is off the record. He was just like, I love him. I think he's the best player in the draft. I just hope somebody can untap him when they get to the NBA. Right. And nobody's been able to really fully untap DA. Monty was the closest. CP3 was the closest. After that, it just kind of was, it is what it is. Yeah. So you might be right about that.
He is, because he's got a hand in that organization again. I'm not stepping out of bounds. I'm not saying, because I am friends with Magic. I haven't talked to him about it. But you can just see the writing on the wall. You can see he's going to be running that organization again. The owner is his buddy. They own the Dodgers together.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't think Magic is not going to be there? Yeah. There's a lot of changes getting ready to happen in L.A., I think, in that front office. And so Magic's going to be right there. So he's going to be in his ear. James Worthy is very opinionated. He's going to have so many dudes ripping on him, he's going to stay focused. And because of that, you look at their team with those 3, okay, and that'll be their big 3. Now Austin Reeves, who can be a big 3, right, any given night, correct? Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden now you got 4 dudes that can flat out score. Defensively is going to be their issue. But they're a problem in the West. So it's going to be very interesting. But I like the DA decision on where he went. If he had gone somewhere where he can still get away with stuff, wouldn't have been good for him. He didn't shy away from it, so I kind of respect that. I don't know if his agent, Duffy, did that more so than him. But still, I'm pulling for him because you hate to see a waste of talent. And he's wasted up until this point. This dude DeAndre Ayton should be averaging 25 and 14. That's how talented he is.
Yeah, but, like a famous person once said, if ifs were a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
Yeah, but that's
right,
true.
Devin?
That's true, but I would say to that, everybody can't handle a liquor like you. This dude's 7'2", man. This dude's 7 foot. He's limber as I don't know what. The dude can do a split. Okay, I saw him do a split before a game.
Oh my gosh.
So this dude can run. think about it. He can shoot. Okay.
My,
The only thing wrong with Deandre, the only thing, and I used to try to hold back in games, but I used to be over there. I just put my head down. I mean, like Joe Klein. Remember Joe Klein?
mm-hmm.
Joe love my boy Joe Klein. I got to text him just because I'm thinking about him now. But yeah, I used to call him Big Head. That boy, the biggest head you ever seen.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I told him when he played for the Kings his rookie year, you throw him the ball because every play kind of blended off me, and so me and Mike Woodson, because we were the best at throwing the ball into the post. So, so every play is initiated. So I throw him the ball, and like Joe got big head. Joe head like this big, but his hands about this small. He got little bitty baby hands. You remember the Richard Pryor Joe?
Mm-hmm.
He got little bitty baby feet. So he got little hands. So you throw him the ball, it just bounce off his hands, like a ping pong ball. So I told him, I said, Joe, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna throw it to you, dude. Because you're giving me turnovers. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm a fastball right to that big-ass head you got. I'm going to tell you right now, every time I throw it into the post, don't get mad at me. I'm going to throw a fastball. My target is to hit you in your freaking head. Like, that's what I told him. He just looked at me. And you know what? Started catching the ball. Because who wants to get hit in the face?
Nobody.
And that's Deandre. Deandre, he throw the ball in. The ball just bouncing off his little hands, man. How dude that big got little bitty hands like that?
He don't got little hands.
Yeah, he do. He got little hands. He got little hands, man. Deandre can't even palm the ball, dude.
What?
No. He Otis.
No.
He can't palm the ball.
No.
Have you ever seen Deandre Ayton go up and dunk the ball with one hand?
I mean, yeah.
No, you haven't. Always two hands. He can't hold the ball. He'll lob dunk it with one hand, but he didn't even do it with one hand on the lob. He always tried to dunk it with two hands because he couldn't hold the ball.
Really?
Go back and watch film.
Why have I missed? Have I missed?
Go back and watch film, man. Dude get rebound, it's just bouncing off his hand like this. He never was able to grab the rebound like that. No, that's his issue, man. He got little bitty baby hands.
How have I gone this whole time not realizing he has small hands?
Man, he got little bitty baby hands. He put his hands up to mine. DeAndre put his hands up to mine, fingers like this.
Well, that's how I feel, but like I'm not 7 foot.
You got a little bitty baby.
I got small hands.
I'm more disturbed. You got little bitty baby feet,
Yeah,
but other than that,
listen. I got small hands, but they're wide. They're girthy.
I mean,
All right. Hey, listen.
Man,
my only.
I think that you should keep the private stuff to yourself, dude.
My only opposition to the DA stuff is that it is in LA, and he's been prone to distraction, and I think being in LA isn't going to help that. But listen, if everybody else can help keep him on board, that's been the problem with DA. Is like it takes everybody else to try and fix him. He can't fix himself because he doesn't have that drive like you hoped he would. And that's a big problem. So hopefully for him, I agree. Like, listen, I want him to succeed. I like the guy. I always like the guy.
Arizona guy.
I mean,
of course,
we got to support our own. But but it's all between the ears with him. And it's
ears?
His own,
no,
his drive.
Not ears. It's not ears. It's here, man.
Oh yeah,
it's here, man.
Okay,
it ain't got nothing to do with ears. DeAndre Ayton, if he was 6'2", he'd be probably a doctor or a mailman or a pilot, all those are great careers, but that's what he would be. He's 7'2". I think he plays the game because he's 7'2". I don't think he loves the game at the high level that he should.
Yeah.
And that's part of it. So he doesn't have the heart. He's not the first.
Yeah.
I played with Benoit Benjamin. Benoit Benjamin, one of the most talented big men that ever came to this league out of Creighton. I'm serious, man. Dude had everything. Big hands. He could score. He had a nice shot. He can defend. He just had no heart. No heart at all. I used to get on him all the time, man. We go in team meetings, and Benoit, is like in there. You know, we all in there. And you talk to these guys, they know. I'm watching everything. I don't even understand or know why somebody didn't try to knock my ass out when I played. Because I'm telling you, I just knew how to take guys to the edge, right? And so I had this conversation with Xavier McDaniel over this past weekend because he and I went at it all the time. I said, I knew how to take you right to the edge because you crazy. I knew when to shut up. But Benoit comes into the room, right? And this is like early on in training camp. And this fool has a bag. And he pulls out like, I don't know, it had to be like 12 bottles of pills. Yeah, so he's got all these energy pills and all these different things. And I stood up and I said, Benoit, I see you got a new workout plan, huh? You just take pills all day instead of running sprints and working out. I mean, this dude, seriously, he had to like drug up with like energy stuff, you know, natural products to think he can get in shape that way. Dude had no idea how to get in shape. That's a dude that's not concentrated on playing basketball. Like, fool, go run.
Yeah.
You know? And so that reminds me of Deandre. Deandre is like, you know, I just wonder how much he really loves basketball. Who misses a game because he says it's ice on the streets? Seriously, man.
I mean, listen,
nothing will keep me from the freaking arena.
I know.
Nothing.
I know.
If I got to freaking walk, I'm getting to the game. Like, I'm not going to stay at home and say, oh, I can't make it.
Especially when you know there's just so many fans out there that would be willing to give you a ride to the game anyway. All you have to do is walk past the ice.
Thank you.
I get it.
But it was okay because, I got an excuse. So he at home with his boys, and now he's just in the basement playing Fortnite, whatever the hell they play. You get me? So that's a guy that doesn't love the game. So that's his problem.
Yeah.
It's not a talent. It's not talent because that dude is talented, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, it's all up in the air. We didn't really talk much about Suns today. We were talking about a lot of our exes. It's all good. But hey, listen, at the end of the day, I would just encourage everybody, just take a beat every now and then when you want to respond, if you want to attack people.
Touch some grass.
Yeah, just chill out, man. It ain't really that serious. It just isn't. Because guess what? Whether the Suns win a championship or not, when you wake up the next day, still going to be the same person. Still going to be the same you. So,
The Suns fans not complaining. What a weird it is.
Who?
It's these water boys and couch potatoes, man.
All right. Well, hey, we appreciate you all joining us.
Suns fans not
on another
complaining.
episode of
Real
Outside
Suns
Shots.
fans aren't complaining.
This is Eddie Johnson. You can follow him at JumpShot8 on Twitter, on
Water
Instagram.
boy.
You can follow me at Saul_Bookman. Chill out, man. And you can follow the show at PHNX_Suns. We appreciate you all for joining us this morning. We'll see you next Monday morning at 8 a.m. here in the studio. Until next time, peace.